No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we see the number 17 in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The screen, he can go. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Reads it, fires complete.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The give to the back. Makes a man miss. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out route. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Handoff from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. 3rd down coming up. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the option. Quick toss. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Using his legs to buy some time. At the 40, there he goes. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's got room. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Defense wants to bring the heat. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll run the toss. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Second down coming up.
We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing.
Makes the catch on the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback. And
here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Now on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The green wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quick release on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, you can, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action on first down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He throws one to the left. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And they can't make the connection.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. Off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. He's in open space downfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll go to the ground. Slithers into space. There he goes. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way. It ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Headed back to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds it back in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Unleashes one. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Fires to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Thanks to grab. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They are up by just 1 over Troy. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds a tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
From the gun, the ground game. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tulane looking for the 4th down conversion here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. The throw. It's complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wide open downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he'll finish the ride in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Defense looks like they're coming. Takes the easy one to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Finds his big tight end. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big checks.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Finds his tight end. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The RPO, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man to the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to pound their way in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown Bulls. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 40. He's out of bounds after picking up 17. Got to save every precious second. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disaster. He's loose down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the